I never thought that having 2 rods in my spine would lead me to become a mentor, but here I am today. Growing up, how many of your guys' parents nagged at you for not standing up straight? Mine too. My mom would stack books on my head because I had such a hunchback. One day, when she was doing her routine posture check, she noticed that something was off. She saw that my back had a slight curve. So, we went to the pediatric doctor. They did an x-ray and told me that I have scoliosis, severe scoliosis, which is a curvature in the spine. The next thing I knew, I was at an orthopedic doctor. I will never forget when he told me that I needed to get surgery. You see, I was the type of kid to play it very safe. You would never see me jump off a swing or do a backflip in the pool. I had never even broken a bone, let alone gone under the knife. So, it's safe to say that 13-year-old me thought it was the end of the world. I am really good at procrastinating. In fact, I procrastinated getting this major surgery for 2 whole years. My orthopedic doctor said I could try wearing a brace to see if it would reduce my curvature at all. So I wore that brace every night for 2 years. I was committed. I would get an x-ray every couple of months to see if it reduced my curvature at all, and it didn't. I also tried going to the chiropractor to see if it would relieve any of my pain. You see, when your spine is curved into an S, it hurts a lot. So I would go to the chiropractor in hopes that would relieve some of my pain and perhaps help reduce my curvature. Again, I would go get an x-ray every couple of months, and my curvature still wasn't getting any better. Eventually, I could not wait any longer. My curvature was only getting worse, and my doctor was getting more and more impatient. So I agreed to get the surgery. Eventually, the big day came, and I was absolutely terrified. I was terrified from the car ride there until they knocked me out with anesthesia. Then I had a peaceful slumber for a couple of hours until they woke me up, and I felt like I got hit by a truck. Thankfully, they gave me pain medicine right away, and I felt a lot better. From that point on, recovery wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. My stay in the hospital lasted for 3 days. Those 3 days consisted of getting my vitals checked, taking pain medicine, going to physical therapy, and sleeping and petting therapy dogs, which was my personal favorite. During my stay there, I decided to record my whole experience. Little did I know how much I'd be using this video later. A year later, I was invited to become a mentor at the hospital where I got my surgery. This mentorship program connects current patients with past patients, helping them navigate through the physical and emotional aspects of surgery and recovery. I desperately wanted someone to guide me through my surgery. I remember wishing I had someone to relate to, someone that had gone through the process and could walk me through it. So I knew I needed to sign up for this program. I wanted to become a person that I didn't get to have. So, what exactly does a mentor do? Well, I join the patient on their hospital tour. While the child life specialist guides them throughout the hospital, I tell them my experience, offer some tips and advice, and answer any of their questions. After the tour, we exchange contact information so we can keep in touch. They usually ask me a lot of questions throughout recovery, like, when does the pain stop, or is this normal? We are able to get really close throughout this. We're able to bond over something that not a lot of people have gone through, and I think that's really special. Remember how I mentioned that I recorded a video in my hospital stay? I show that video to each one of my patients. I get to visually retell my experience, and my patients have found it to be very helpful. There's only so much I can say with words, so I'm really glad I recorded this video. Mentoring these patients has been an extremely rewarding experience. I love getting to know these girls and help them ease their worries. I am beyond grateful I had this surgery. Although 13-year-old me would have thought I had lost it for saying those words, it's true. It used to be so easy for me to go the worst case scenario when I encountered a problem. I mean, I thought I was going to die when I learned I had to get the surgery. And I did everything I could to get out of it, as you heard. Eventually, I had to face it head on, and for a good reason. The surgery taught me that there is good in every difficult situation. I just had to look for it. If getting surgery can have a silver lining, anything can. Since my surgery, I have faced several other trials and tribulations, so this value has served me greatly. When I'm faced with a trial, I think back to the email notification I got inviting me to become a mentor. With every difficult situation, there is an invitation for me to do something good. Don't get me wrong, when life throws a curveball at me, I still get scared. However, I don't think so much about how big the curveball is or how fast it's coming at me. I think about what I can do to hit it out of the ballpark.